नमस्कार दोस्तों। जो एक्सेल ऑप्शन स्ट्रैटेजी बिल्डर हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं उसको आगे बढ़ाने से पहले मैं कुछ कमेंट के आंसर कर देना चाहता हूँ। कुछ कमेंट्स थे कि गूगल स्प्रेडशीट में इस पर्टिकुलर ऑप्शन स्ट्रैटेजी बिल्डर को बनाया जाए, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज इफ आई मेक दिस ऑप्शन स्ट्रैटेजी बिल्डर on Google Sheet, then you are thinking that you may be able to access it over your phone, but it won't be the case. Why? Because you will be downloading option chain data from NSE, that will be CSE file. So once, even though if you are able to open that file on your mobile phone, then how would you copy paste that much data into your Google spreadsheet? Well, it will be a hell lot of task. So I want to avoid your all the trouble, okay? And basically वो भी एक रीज़न है और कुछ और भी रीजंस है, उसकी वजह से ये मैं वहाँ पर नहीं बना रहा हूँ अभी के लिए। जो लोग उसमें बनाना चाहते थे या बनाने के लिए रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे थे उनके लिए मैंने आंसर दे दिया है। और तो भी अगर आप रिक्वेस्ट करते हो वो बन सकती है वहाँ पर, बट वो उतनी ज़्यादा यूज़फुल नहीं हो जाएगी, क्योंकि अगेन आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा। फर्स्ट, you will have to open your Google spreadsheet by logging in into your menu. Then you will be opening that particular sheet and you will be copying and pasting the data. Then it will take hell lot of time. Instead of that, what you can do, you can just download this Excel file and copy and paste that CSV file into this file. That's it. तो अभी के लिए तो यही अच्छा मौका है। सेकेंड चीज़, कुछ लोग बोल रहे थे कि आप डायरेक्टली शीट शेयर कर दो और वो लास्ट वाला वीडियो बना दो। ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि ऐसा मैंने बहुत केसेस में देखा है। अभी मैंने कुछ वीडियोस अपलोड किए थे जिसमें लाइव ऑप्शन चेन का डेटा कैसे फैच किया जाता है। शुरू के 2-3 वीडियोस में मैंने जल्दी से बता दिया था। फिर एक पाइथन वाला और VBA वाला सीरीज़ है, उसमें डायरेक्टली मैं एंड यूज़र पे गया और मैंने उनको बताया कि अच्छा ऐसी चीज़ें करनी है। तो उसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या हुई, वहाँ पर जाके लोग बोल रहे हैं हमको प्रोसेस बताओ, और यहाँ पर लोग बोल रहे हैं हमको एंड शीट दे दो। तो भैया एक्चुअली आपको वहाँ भी मैं दे दिया ना सब कुछ चीज़, तो भी आप सेटिस्फाई नहीं होंगे, क्योंकि हर एक पर्टिकुलर पर्सन की अपनी ट्रेडिंग स्टाइल होती है, अपने पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रैटेजीज होती है, और वो चाहेगा कि वो जो शीट एक्सेस कर रहा है या वो जो सॉफ्टवेयर या कुछ भी टूल एक्सेस कर रहा है वो कस्टमाइज्ड हो उसके मन मुताबिक। अदरवाइज आपने भी देखा है ऑनलाइन बहुत सारे टूल्स अवेलेबल हैं, बट उसमें कस्टमाइजेशन नहीं है। और यही रीज़न है कि मैं ऑनलाइन टूल्स की फ़ी पे करने के बजाय खुद के टूल्स यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि वो मुझे अच्छा लगता है और एक अकम्पलिशमेंट भी आता है और मैं बहुत सारी चीज़ें सीखता हूँ। बातें बहुत हो गई, चलिए ऑप्शन स्ट्रैटेजी बिल्डर की ओर। जिन लोगों ने मेरा लास्ट वाला वीडियो देखा था उनको पता है कि हमने ये वाली चीज़ कैलकुलेट कर ली थी, और आज हम देखने वाले हैं कि ये जो ऑप्शन चेन की टेबल है इसको कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं। यहाँ पर आपको एमराउंड फंक्शन करके एट द मनी का स्ट्राइक प्राइस निकाल लेना है, और ये वाली स्ट्राइक प्राइस की सीरीज़ आप बना सकते हैं। उसमें से माइनस कर दीजिए जितना भी गैप रहता है स्ट्राइक प्राइस के बीच में, तो आपके ऊपर वाली सीरीज़ आ जाएगी। नीचे वाली सीरीज़ के लिए आपको जस्ट प्लस करना है जितना भी गैप रहता है ऑप्शन स्ट्राइक प्राइस के बीच में। ये गैप बिटवीन स्ट्राइक प्राइजेस यहाँ पर मैं लिखने के लिए बोल दिया था आपको, तो वहाँ से ऑटोमेटिकली ये वाला कॉलम कैलकुलेट हो जाएगा स्ट्राइक प्राइस वाला। अभी बचे ये 4 कॉलम, इनको कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है वो बता देता हूँ। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमको ये पता चल गया कि हम कहाँ पर पोजीशन बना रहे हैं। तो मैंने क्या किया, इंडिविजुअल जैसे मैं जहाँ पोजीशन बना रहा हूँ ना, कुल मिला के मैं 4 जगह पोजीशन बनाऊँ, मेनली बोल रहा हूँ, ठीक है। तो उन 4 पोजीशन के लिए मैंने क्या किया, यहाँ पर स्ट्राइक प्राइस लिख दिया और उसके गैप से ये वाली पर्टिकुलर एक इसको 2 कॉलम्स की टेबल बना ली, यूँ सोच लीजिए। यहाँ पर मैंने जहाँ पर मैं पोजीशन बना रहा वो लिख दिया, उसके गैप से नीचे वाला कैलकुलेट कर लिया, मतलब यहाँ पर -50 करते हुए और +50 करते हुए ये वाली चीज़ कैलकुलेट कर ली इन चारों स्ट्राइक प्राइस के कॉलम में, ठीक है। और मैंने क्या किया, यहाँ पर =टू का साइन लगाया और फर्स्ट वाली पोजीशन जहाँ बनाई थी उसको यहाँ लिख लिया। सिमिलरली सेकेंड वाली पोजीशन, थर्ड वाली पोजीशन, मैं इसको थोड़ा जूम आउट करूँ आपको ज़्यादा अच्छे से विजिबल होगा। मैं आपको यहाँ पर आपको अच्छे से नहीं दिखेगा, बट आपको एक आइडिया मिल जाएगा। ये फर्स्ट वाली पोजीशन है स्ट्राइक प्राइस में, ओके, सेकेंड वाली, थर्ड वाली और फोर्थ वाली, और यहाँ पर उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग कितना प्रीमियम हमने पे किया। जो भी यहाँ पर प्रीमियम लिखा है उसको =टू करके, सिंपली =टू करके क्वांटिटी से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया हूँ इन दोनों को। अगर आपको जूम आउट करके देखना है, इन दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करके यहाँ पर मैंने लिख दिया है। ठीक है, अभी इतनी चीज़ होने के बाद क्या करना है वो बता देता हूँ। यहाँ पर आपको इज इक्वल टू का साइन लगा के चारों पोजीशन की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करनी है। वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करनी इन द सेंस, यहाँ लॉन्ग इन द मनी सी कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ पर इज इक्वल टू करके इसको यहाँ लेके आ जाइए। क्यों, उसका रीज़न मैं आपको आगे चल के बता दूंगा। वेल आप सोच रहे होंगे कि ये बहुत ज़्यादा हार्ड रहेगा। ये हार्ड नहीं है, थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी है। यूँ कह लीजिए कि लॉजिक थोड़ा ज़्यादा लगता है। उस लॉजिक की वजह से लोग ज़्यादा सोच नहीं पाते, और वही रीज़न है कि प्रॉफिट और लॉस और सब जगह कोई ज़्यादा सक्सेस होता है, कोई ज़्यादा सक्सेस नहीं होता है। वेल ये तो दिमाग की बात हो गई, तो ठीक है, आई एम गुड विद ब्रेन। अभी यहाँ पर हमको क्या किया, इसमें से एक्सट्रैक्ट कर लिया हमने राइट और लेफ्ट से कुछ वैल्यूज़ को। तो यहाँ पर हमने क्या किया, राइट साइड से जो सी है उसको एक्सट्रैक्ट कर लिया, और लेफ्ट साइड से जो लॉन्ग या शॉर्ट पोजीशन बना ले उसको एक्सट्रैक्ट कर लिया। और कैसे किया, ये फॉर्मूला लिखा हुआ है। मैं आपका ज़्यादा समय नहीं लेना चाहता, इसीलिए थोड़ा शॉर्ट में बता रहा हूँ। अदरवाइज़ मेरे पुराने वीडियो आपने देखे हैं वो 30 मिनट्स तक जा रहे हैं। फिर इस चीज़ को हम कॉपी और पेस्ट कर देते हैं यहाँ पर। इसका रीज़न मैं आपको बता दूंगा क्यों हो रहा है। ओके, अभी इसके बाद हमको यहाँ की वैल्यू हमेशा मिल जाएगी, इसके ऊपर और इसके नीचे की वैल्यू हमको हमेशा कैलकुलेट करनी रहेगी। तो अगर लॉन्ग कर रहे हैं सी को, मतलब आप सी को बाय करके रख रहे हैं, और अगर वो सी आउट ऑफ द मनी हो जाए तो आपको लॉस होगा। कितना लॉस होगा, वेल जितना भी प्रीमियम पे किया है वो सब ज़ीरो हो जाएगा, तो उतना लॉस दिखाना चाहिए। ओके, तो यहाँ पर कंडीशन डाल देते हैं। कैसे डालेंगे, सिंपली मैं यहाँ पर एक जो कॉलम है उसको कैलकुलेट कर लूँगा, बाकी सारी वैल्यू कॉपी पेस्ट से आपको बता दूंगा। चलिए यहाँ का पहले देखते हैं। इज इक्वल टू डालता हूँ, इफ ये वैल्यू है, हम यहाँ दो कंडीशन को मैच कर रहे हैं तो हम एंड लगा देते हैं, दोनों कंडीशन ट्रू होनी चाहिए। इज इक्वल टू सी होना चाहिए, और ये क्या होना चाहिए, लॉन्ग होना चाहिए। इसको डबल कोट्स में लिखिएगा क्योंकि हम स्ट्रिंग को कंपेयर कर रहे हैं। नंबर्स को आप डायरेक्टली लिख सकते हैं। अगर ये दोनों कंडीशन ट्रू होती है, in that case what we have to do, well you just have to take this value and put it here. Okay, now what will happen, once you will change this cell from here to here, then this S7 and S6 will change, but S41 will also change. That's okay because you want it to be changed. And if the condition is different, what, well again we can just copy and paste it here. Okay, so it will be better actually, and we can just change certain condition. So I have copy and pasted it here, and I'm saying instead of long, if it is cell, it means we are shorting the position. Then in that case what will happen, well C and you are shorting the position, in that case the premium which you will be getting will be equal to the net premium which you have received earlier. So in that case also you just have to like if market is going down and you have made position at particular strike price, and that particular strike price you have made selling position and it is becoming out of the money in call, then you will be receiving complete premium. So you don't have to do anything, just S41 will be your profit. Okay, so in both the cases you will be getting same S41. Okay, and what if condition becomes certainly reverse, means AC is equal to P, and instead of long it is, okay I'll put it as a long only. So if it is a long, means we are buying put, and if the market is going down, then that put premium will start increasing and it will start giving you some profit. So how much profit it will be giving you? Well, wherever you have made the position, it will take that value and it will add how much? Well, whatever the strike price gap is there. And certainly you have to add the quantity also. So what I would suggest you, well, here quantity we have already mentioned. So again we have to take the quantity into consideration. So this value star and then multiply it by quantity. So that's how it will work if it market goes down. What if I make the position at P and that is of selling position? If I'm making the position it is selling position and market is going down, definitely I'll make the selling position out of the money. And once market start going down, that out of the money will become in the money. If it becomes in the money, then my selling position will start giving me loss. How much loss it will be giving me? Well, that also I'll give you. The same formula you have to copy paste here. Just you have to change the sign. Instead of plus, just put minus sign. That's it. And if this condition becomes false, well, I have to close the bracket also. So here both the conditions occurred, then it will be doing this thing and I will have to close the bracket. So I'll close this bracket and again I will close the if bracket. So first if, second if, third if, and I guess this is the fourth if, and I'm just इक्वल टू का साइन प्रेस कर दिया. अभी इसको आप ऊपर की तरफ ड्रैग कीजिए. What will happen? Well, it is giving reference error. Why it is happening? Because our formula is getting changed. So which value we don't want to change? Well, certainly we have taken the value of L1. So L1 we wanted to make it constant, or you can say we wanted to lock the value of L1. So I'm just locking this value so that it doesn't get changed. And also I don't want to change this to value which is of S5 and S6. It should be constant if I drag it up. So what I can do? Well, wherever S6 and S7 is written, just click in front of that and press F4 button once. It will lock the value, and press one more time. This dollar sign should appear in between this S and 7. Similarly here also, here also, here also, and well, wherever these positions are, we have to do this. So what I did basically, well, if I change these positions then vertically if I drag it down, this particular position will not change. Means like you can say row will not change if I lock in between, or dollar sign is in between S and 7. And if I copy and paste it in another column, then definitely the column number will change, but I'm locking the column, I'm not locking the row. So row will change but column will not change. Now let's drag it up. I hope it should give the correct result this time. Okay, this is giving the correct result. So what we have to do? Well, we have accounted all the condition. Now just we have to copy and paste it here. The same thing you have to do here and on the last column also. That's it. And one more thing is there. What if market goes up? Means 14,750 right now market is, and we have made one position and we have bought one call, and the premium we have paid is 367.65. and if market goes up, then definitely that premium will give us some profit because we have bought the call. So in that case also we have to measure some conditions and we have to write some formulas. So again we'll be doing the same thing. Is equal to if it is C, so and we will be matching two conditions. Basically if you see, there are two conditions for CEP and two conditions for sell and long, you can say short and long. So total permutation and combination says we have totally 4 conditions to match. So that's what we'll be doing here. Well, I'll lock it immediately so that I don't have to lock it other time. That should be is equal to C, and also if this, I'll lock it, I'll lock the column sorry, I'll lock the row, I'll not lock the column. Means if I'll be moving along the row, column will not change, or that particular cell will not change. But if I'll move, okay, so column I will change. If I change the row of that particular formula, then column will be same, or particular cell value will be same. But if I move it along with the column, then that value will change. That's what this means is actually. Okay, I'm putting L1G. So if both conditions are true, then in that case what I wanted to do, well, if I made, then I have to definitely add something. Wherever I made the position, I will add something. So again, how much I will be adding? Well, the gap, and that I will have to lock it, because that will be same for each and every cell if I'll drag it down here. And then second thing is I have to add this particular cell. Well, there also we have made the cell positions, so that also we have to take into consideration, because once we move this value from here to here, then this particular cell value will change, because here we are moving it to 1, 2 and third column. So definitely then this particular value will change. So there also will change some formula. Okay, first let's concentrate here. So that's this is for this is the condition, and if another condition occurs, well, that also will take into account. Suppose we have sell this position. Okay, in that case what will happen? If it comes in the money, then definitely we will start losing some money. So we have to put minus sign here. Then again we have to encounter one more if condition, and definitely that we'll be doing with the P. So P we have made long position. In that case what will happen? Well, P we have bought and market is going down, then definitely our premium will decay. How much it will decay? Well, we have to just put the minus sign. Okay, so that much premium will decay. And again one more condition, which is if P and we have sold the P and market is going up, so we have sold the P and market is going up, then whole premium we'll be receiving in our account. So that's good thing. Yes, otherwise just paste it blank. Well, there will be some error that we'll be catching, but right now just copy and paste this formula. Okay, so the error is coming. Why is it like that? We didn't log certain values. Okay, first of all we have to log this value, because the quantity will remain same. So I will press F4 for wherever I have put this K, so that my value doesn't get changed every time, because quantity will be same. Okay, so it's good to go. Here also I have to put the lock in front of K. Okay, so K I am taking here. Okay, and I'm just copying and pasting it here. Then I'll have to change certain values. That's why I did this, because once I do this, our quantity should be from L column. So wherever we have multiplied with the quantity, that we have to change. So instead of we, where did we multiply actually? Just search it here. So wherever multiplication is happening, here it is not happening. Here also it is not happening. Well, here it is happening, and it is K6. So we have to put here L6. Okay, and here also we have to put L6. Okay, now the formula is correct. Again we have to copy and paste it here, and here also we have to, instead of L6 we have to put M6. So wherever there is a L6, just replace it with M6. So here it was L, now it is M. Again here also it is L. No, this L we cannot, L6 we want, okay, only L6. So this is also L6. So this both value we have changed. Again M we have to change it with N. Okay, so M6 we'll be changing it to N6 and we'll be locking the value. Lock we have already placed, just we have to change this M to N. So it is happening only twice. Anyway, I'll just drag it up. Now in this value also we did the same thing. Just we have to take care of this again, the quantity value which is of 6th row. Okay, so again I'll just copy and paste it here, but again whenever I'll copy and paste this value here, I have to just find out the K6 and replace it with L6. L6, okay, where is the K6? This is the K6 that we have to replace with L6. Where is the again one more K6? It is here, that also we have to replace it with L6. I guess 2 replacements are needed only, so both are done. Now I'll just enter this. Okay, again I'll copy and paste this formula here also, and again instead of K we will be placing L. This time it is L6, so we have to replace it with M6, and L6 is M6. Okay, here also M6. Okay, there is one more position. I didn't realize that. Did I move just? I'm afraid I did some mistake, I guess, because we have to take this. Okay, L1 is correct. Correct. So there are 3 positions in this formula. Okay, so K6 should be replaced with L6. Okay, so here we have replaced, here we have replaced, here we have replaced. K6, okay, thrice we have to replace. That's okay. Okay, I'll just copy and paste it here. Now it should be N, I guess. So instead of M6 we have to do N6. So replace M6 with N6. So where is M6? This is M6. Just put it N. Okay, again put it N, again put it N. Okay, thrice, so it's good to go. Now one more thing is there. What happens in case of this buying and selling? So I guess this formula is correct. Now what you have to do, just put the VLOOKUP formula and if error, combine it with the if error. What the formula is, I'll show you for the first column. Rest of the column you can always calculate by yourself. Is equal to VLOOKUP. Then we are looking up for this value where, well, we'll be selecting this 2 columns and dragging it down, and we don't need to lock. It's optional right now because for every column we have to do it. And again we want to take the second value. Well, it is better we have to lock it actually, because we'll be dragging it down at that time. If we don't lock it, then this whole range will change, so we don't want that to happen. Just we want exact match, and if any error comes, in that case we just want to paste blank. Okay, that also I'll show you what other things we can do. Okay, so that's it. Now again you can just do the same thing for this column. If you do this for this column, then you have to take this 2 particular column, which is U and V. For this you have to take this 2, and for this you have to take this 2. So now let's change this strategy and see whether all the values are changing or not. Yeah, definitely all the values are changing, so it means it is working out. Okay, and this is the particular thing how you will calculate the particular table of this payoff graph. So now payoff graph we have not done yet. So now let me draw this payoff graph also. So it's very simple. This was a little bit hard part, but I don't think it will be hard for you since I've already explained it very well. And still you have some doubt, you can always comment and I'll give you the answer. Now there is one more thing. If the last two value comes as a SK, in that case what will happen? Well, what kind of strategy? Well, collar strategy is there or variable ratio, right? In that case it will be SK. So if it is a SK, then what we have to do? Well, again we can write here one more this thing. So in every column you have to write it, okay? So if so, one thing we can do actually. If it is coming as a blank, okay, then what we can do? Well, we can search for the SK. SK is this value, means current value we have to take, and if it is selling or buying, based on that we have to put the sign. So here we are doing some mistake. Anyway, that is not needed actually. If SK condition we don't have to take into account, here we can put it instead of the blank. Or else you do one thing, because if you are going to make any positions, then definitely you will not be, most of the time you will not be using collar strategy, because that will require you to have a great amount of money in your account, like huge amount, because you will be making same lot size, means like lot size is 100, then 100 quantity you will be purchasing or selling in equity. So that will require some amount, and then you again will be making some positions in options. So if you are doing option selling also, then also you will be needing some money. So this, both the combination of the money will be huge. So either you can exclude that particular SK position strategies, just go there and delete it if you want, okay? Or else you can put one more condition here, that if last two words are SK, then in that case what he is to do? Well, I'll write here so that you don't get confused. If this particular cell, I'll put a mid right, okay, because from right it will pick up. If right, from right I'll pick two letters, or you can say two characters, and its position is SK. Okay, I have to paste this SK. So here also we'll be making two assumptions, like either it can be for selling or it can be for buying. So, and first we can say from left, you just extract first four characters, and if this value is long, then I have to just end this thing, and then in that case what we have to do? Well, if it is a long, then we have made certain position in equity. So what we have to do? We have to just take the current price and lock it down, okay, because that will change as you put it here. Then that will be the end price, like I'll just put minus sign, because you have to just, how you calculate actually here. If you see that current underlying asset price is 14,951 and on the expiry it has gone to 14,300, then definitely how you will be subtracting? Well, wherever you have made the position, you will take that value, then you will minus, you will take 14,300, then you will minus, you will do the minus of or subtraction of 14,955. So that's what I'll be doing here. So that's why I was telling you, and we'll be taking this thing, so that if it changes, that is okay, and if it doesn't happen, then we can always say ki you put it blank, then we'll be closing this if, and if error will be none, and then just drag it down, and the same just copy and paste it, but here you have to include one more condition, because instead of long, if you are making sell position, then if it is going down, then you are going to have some profit. Basically you will not be considering that position overnight till the expiry, but it is the day of the expiry, then definitely you can sell in equity, because you cannot hold the position or selling position overnight now. That is there. So anyway, that also we can take into account, because if K8 and if we extract the last 4 letter and it is sell, then in that case what we can do, well, if it is a selling position, then we have to do just H1 will be negative in that case. So this will become positive, or else I'm just writing it down. So you just copy and paste it. Whatever I'm telling you, just copy and paste it. That will be all right. Just here you put plus sign, because even though if you are selling the position, whether you will be putting minus here or not, that I don't know. So I'm assuming that you will not be putting minus here, wherever underlying asset value price you are writing it here. Okay. So I hope you will not be putting minus here, but definitely J9 will be same. So in that case, this will be the value. And again, if it doesn't match, then definitely we have to put blank. Then I'll be closing the, what bracket it is closing here. Okay, this if is closed, this if is closed, this if is closed. Okay, so now this formula is correct. So I already copy and pasted this formula. So what I will do, well, if error method is there, so error, instead of this double blank, I'll copy it here and I'll paste it here. So that actually one bracket we have to remove, because one bracket is already there. I'll just drag it down. Again here also we'll be doing the same thing. Now if you'll copy and paste it here, then you will be realizing what we have done. Oh, so again it should give some value as per my opinion, but it is not giving. That also we'll talk about. First let me finish whatever I started. So again, okay, one bracket we have put extra, that I will remove. Okay, so here what condition it is taking, actually it is going for the last condition, but I'm extracting from the right to value from K8. Okay, so one thing you have to note down, actually this is K8. Okay, so whatever your extraction you are doing, it is from K. So this value should change actually wherever the column name is coming. So definitely from this K, it should change actually here L. So K8 will be L8. Okay. Here also we have to change, and here also we have to change. Here also we have to change. Here we have to change K by M. So K8 will be replaced by M8 in the formula. So again, M I am about to press. So M. Okay, this will also M, and this will also be M. Okay, so I have to press double. Now you see. Oh, what is happening? You know, you can see the magic. If you are dragging it down, in that case, this extraction value sale is changing. So we have to lock it again. So we forgot to lock it. Now we have to lock it. Okay. So now we have to press F4 button wherever we have put the K8, L8 and M8. So again, I'm locking it down. I'm just dragging it down. Here it will not be giving any problem since it is not going for the next formula. But here I'll definitely put the lock, so that anyway you put any value, it should not give any error. Still, if anything is left and you are finding that okay, this should be done, please comment below so that I will change it in my next video. And also see, my whole purpose to describe my method or this option strategy builder, how I am making, is that if any changes you need or you feel like it is not correct, then you can always change it. That's why I'm showing you all the process. Although it is going very long, but it is okay because you are knowing how I'm making this sheet so that you can change it later on. So that's how it is working right now. Okay. So now we have to just make the chart. How will we be making our chart? We'll just go to insert. Here there will be lot of charts. So we have to put only line charts here. So what we'll be doing, we'll be going here. It is line charts, and I'll be choosing this first only because no particular reason. I can do this or that, whatever you want. Okay, we'll go with the what? We'll go with this. It looks fine. Anyway, we are going with this net payoff, and this thing is coming. Just click here, net payoff and all. Here just click and select this strike price only. And here we have to select this particular net payoff column. Okay, once it is done, hit the OK button. Now see the magic. You can just put it above this so that whenever you change the strategy, it will automatically change. Or if you want to change the color, you can do that. Basically, I like this color. Actually, Excel doesn't offer much of the choice, but anyway, this is okay for now. I'm just like मैं उसको थोड़ा सा बड़ा कर रहा हूँ, characters को, font size I'm increasing. Anyway, it is already bigger. अब now let me change the strategy, and the graph should change. I'm just zooming it out, and I'm just selecting different strategy. It is changing. It means our everything is working. So just you have to change it here. And okay, for bullish market, I'm selecting different strategy and graph is changing. So that's how you can make dynamic graphs. And if error or anything you are facing, you can always comment down. I'll make next video. And now we have completed till this chart. So in next video, we'll try to complete either this value chart or else one of this value cell we will be discussing, because see, we are customizing by assuming so many things. Like here we have to assume how much estimated margin or premium will be required, because Zerodha offers different margin for option sellings, and there are different brokers. They offer different charges, or you can say premium, to make the positions. So that's why that will be changing, but I'll be keeping it like approximate value I'll be taking, and I'll be doing some research and I'll show you how I'm making this calculation. That also you can adjust later on, since I've already showed you how to make this chart, so that later on also you can adjust this. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're finding this video helpful, then please hit the like button and consider subscribing this channel.